throwing on first down. Espinoza. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw again. Espinoza. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
Detroit! Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end, Gonzalez. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw on second down. Espinoza. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Espinoza. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Eluding the pressure right, and his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
A give to Howard. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on third down, Espinoza. Over the middle, complete. It's Rose. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit.
On first and 10, Espinoza finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet and then taken down right at the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Detroit.
Operating from the gun, Espinoza. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to Walton. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lyons. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Trubisky now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
18. Red, up.
Again, it's Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Trubisky now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Move. Red, up.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
11 more on. That one and another first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run. This is Walton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Gold to add the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw on second down, Espinoza. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Bears. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the handoff, this is Howard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Espinoza to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
On 3rd down, Espinoza. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Party! Gun!
To throw on 2nd down. Espinoza. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Now let's go. 3-19. Coming to you. Detroit.
From the gun, Espinoza. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Green 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Espinoza. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun!
Again, he'll drop to throw. He leaves this one for Howard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back to throw. Espinoza under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw on 2nd down. Espinoza. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Espinoza. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point. That game's now gone final in the Meadowlands. And it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Chicago, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.